Kim Noah and all them.
He brought in Joe Kim Noah. He brought in
Tyson, Taj Gibson,
and he brought in Derrick Rose. All three of them. And I was like, what kind of? That's his thing. He just gets people that work together.
Well, Taj Gibson been on pretty much every Thibodeau team. This is the first year Taj Gibson's out of the league and not on the team.
He's on the team.
Is he? He's still there?
I'm pretty sure he's on the team.
Okay. Like,
I might be wrong.
He might have got waived in the midseason. I don't think he's there no more, but he absolutely was there last year.
He played for Williams.
What is that about? No! He was on the fucking line!
He plays for Pistons.
We're supposed to be recording the show, but I'm into this motherfucker.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
You taking me?
I've been waiting on you the whole time.
You ready to advance? All right.
All you gotta do is wait for the clap. 3, 2. Yo.
Those are all grenades.
All grenades. All of them.
Y'all know what it is. Welcome once again to another episode of We're Wrestlemaniacs. Of course, it's your boy Izze2Real, along with my boy
Playboy Troy,
who will actually be the host for today because he's the one going to be in control.
Before we get going, let's go. We did the review. We already watched Backlash.
Yeah. Very good.
I missed the crowd. I missed the crowd so much already. A lot of people have been saying it, but I'm saying it right now too. I missed the crowd.
Especially those Jay was so interesting.
The U.S. crowd is trash. I think this past Monday, they were doing the what chants. I'm like, oh, we're back to this. I'm like, yo,
did she do a good job covering it, or did she do a terrible job?
I think she did pretty good. Dakota did pretty good.
I thought she did the most typical thing that everybody tries to do since Paul Heyman did it, and I don't think it worked.
If you're
anything, then say what?
I mean, it's like everybody does it.
Yeah, since it worked with Heyman the one time, everybody's been trying it. Even Drew did it.
Stephanie McMahon did it before.
Yeah. She did it recently. They all done it after Paul Heyman. It's like, come on.
Which is okay with me. Because I'm like,
I'll figure out something else. You can do it.
Because really, I think the most recent person who encountered the what chant and did good was Roman. I thought Roman did good.
Drew was the last one to do it.
What?
Drew did 3 weeks ago, right before?
No, I'm saying Roman didn't do the if you're blah 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 say what. He was just like, if y'all keep that up, I'm gonna leave. He's just like, I'm not doing it. And I was like,
that's me.
I'm like, yes, I'm okay with that response. Just guess what? You want to keep doing it? I just dip out.
Y'all could what the ring.
Yeah,
all you want.
I'm not gonna be here. So I miss France. The crowd's lit. Ever since then, there've been talks of WrestleMania going overseas. There's rumors that WrestleMania is going to Saudi Arabia.
Does it even have to be Mania? There was SummerSlam over there. There was Rumble over there.
I think they said they're going to either do WrestleMania or Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, which I was like, oh.
Those are the worst crowds.
I was like, yo, why?
Those are the worst crowds.
Because now I know it's going to be a bullshit as pay-per-view. Excuse my French, but I just know it's going to be some bull crap.
Yeah, and the stories are always for the Saudi shows.
Always. And they just
throw
Goldberg out there, whatever big name there is
that the Saudi crowd remembers, then that's who they're
Hogan's going to show up, and just random.
His lying ass don't need to show up for nothing.
Just random people. Well, I'm just like, bro, why? Like, okay, whatever. But tonight we're going to talk about some post-Backlash stuff. King and Queen of the Ring, leading into the Saudi show. Yeah, King and Queen of the Ring, which is another Saudi show. Also, what happened at Backlash? A little bit fallout of Backlash. Okay. And I'm going to just throw this in here. This is because, we have our pre-talk. I'm going to throw another topic in. Ronda Rousey's book came out. I'm so tired. Did you see some of the excerpts that she said?
I seen the one about Roman.
Which one? Because I know she's had one where she was like, they were mad at Rhea Ripley and Charlotte because of that they went over time. They went over 20 minutes time. And then I'm like,
Roman got the 8-minute entrance.
Yeah, and the fact that how did they go over 20 minutes? This is a quick one, but how did they go over 20 minutes and the match was 23 minutes? So were you only supposed to have 3 minutes at WrestleMania? Like, what was going on there?
Well, then you went over fucking time if you're only supposed to have 3 minutes and you went 20. Yeah, you went over time. Motherfucker, we have this set up because we know what our big matches that the people want to see is.
3 minutes on the WrestleMania card
for a Ripley match.
For Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair for the world title.
Fuck.
Stop.
Fuck no.
Stop lying.
They had 20.
That's cap.
So what, they went over 3 minutes?
They might have went over 3 minutes, which is okay. Everybody goes over a little bit of time.
This is WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So WrestleMania, they're slotted most of the time for like a 5-hour show anyway.
Yeah.
So even if they do go fucking 3 hours, they went 3 minutes over time and the girls match, who fucking cares?
Which followed that match following what followed? What followed that match?
That piss break.
Sami Zayn and Uso. That's the Usos versus.
That was the second to last match?
Yeah.
And night one?
Yeah. Because I remember everybody was like, they should have been the main event. And I was like, no. No. Not with that story going on.
No.
Right now.
Fuck no.
No.
Hold on. I might have been one of the ones saying they should have been in the main event. No, I wasn't.
No. I kept saying the main event is more important. The main event should be more story driven. Whatever is more important.
Yeah, and Sammy was over like a mother at the time.
So at that point, everybody kept saying, "Oh, Rhea won the Royal Rumble. You're supposed to win when you win the Royal Rumble. You get a main event." I'm like, that's not the case. We've seen it multiple years.
I was about to say Sheamus didn't get a main event.
Rey Mysterio didn't get the main event.
Fuck no.
So
there's more.
There's more. So
Nakamura didn't get
the main event. That because she's a woman, she's supposed to be
Asuka didn't get the main event.
I'm not hearing none of that. So with that being said, Rhea, like Ronda, my bad. I'm dying over here. It's kind of hot over here in California a little bit. It's not nice hot. Like it's not like the South kind of hot.
It's not like the South kind of hot.
Yeah, like over here, I don't like the heat over here. Y'all heat is just nasty. Y'all heat is just nasty. I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He said our heat is nasty. I think y'all the other heat is nasty. Like
no
humidity shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like I'm wet for a purpose. Here I'm just wet for no reason.
God damn it. Nah, fuck that. We'll just use that audio.
Okay.
Fuck all that.
Cool. So anyways, a couple other things that Ronda said was she was supposed to lose the title originally to Lacey Evans. And WWE basically was like, okay, well, you have to go tell Lacey that she's gonna win the title. And last minute, Liv won. I guess they changed it to Liv's gonna win the title.
Right.
So then she had to go tell Lacey that Lacey ain't got title. She's not winning the title no more, and Liv's gonna win it. And I'm like, what? Like, there's just so much going on, and which makes sense because it's a lot of background activities anyway. So I believe that could be true. But I'm like, man, why are they having it where Ronda has to go tell Lacey? Like she's telling Lacey, hey, you're gonna win the title. Lacey, you're not winning the title. Liv's gonna win the title.
But you gotta think about it too, who probably was in charge at the time.
Bruce, Vince,
Laurinaitis.
Yep.
And it sounds like something Laurinaitis would do. That's the man in the head that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the girls. It was Laurinaitis.
Also, it was like a lot of different stories just going around like, oh, they weren't like Bruce act like he didn't say certain things about people. And then when they confronted him, he'd be like, oh, somebody else told me this, or somebody else said it. So,
because they scared of her.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, she said she enjoyed her first one with WWE, but then she said she wanted to have a baby. So they was like, okay, cool, go have your baby. When she came back, it wasn't the same, basically. It's a whole lot. I advise y'all to go read the book if you want to. If you're a Ronda Rousey fan, you go ahead and read the book. But with that being said, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this episode. King of the Ring.
So like, why the long pause?
Because in my head I was like, man, the matches that they have on Raw don't compare to the ones that's going on SmackDown. which we kind of talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this online, but I know offline we talked about it. USA.
Remember what I was telling you? So I was right.
Yeah.
At one point, they was not gonna have a fucking home.
No. Yeah.
Like they had no deal, so they had to finish it out at least for the rest of the year.
Well, I knew they were gonna end up getting this thing because it didn't make sense. Because why would you be with USA for so long, and then when you about to switch over, why would you end that? Like have a weird period where you're like, oh, well, we're gonna be on this network now. You're confusing your fans at that point.
Yeah, well,
because now we're gonna switch from USA. Say they switch to CW for 3 months, and just for them to switch to Netflix, that's too much. Guess what? I want that transition from USA to Netflix just like that, and that ends.
Could have probably been no Raw for 3 months.
Which would have been weird. To be honest with you,
it would have been preempted for 3 months. Yeah, it would have been weird for a thing, but it's just weird to me in general. Going to Netflix, the whole Netflix deal.
Now I have to get Netflix because I have it, but it's not mine. So like they're doing that thing where it's like, oh, this is not your household. I'm like, I've been caught. They got me. You're right. You're right on the head.
That bullshit. They started that like 3-4 years ago.
I hate it. They finally caught me.
He said they fucking caught me. The one thing I think I will like is I don't have to wait hella long to watch the replay of Raw.
Right.
Because you know how I have to go to sleep a little early because I get up super early.
Right.
So now I can watch it in the morning because it's already on Netflix.
Right.
I don't have to wait until they post it like YouTube. Hulu, I think it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then they post it.
Right.
Like, and then they post the condensed version where they cut hella shit out. So it's only an hour and 30 minutes.
I don't like that. Not a fan.
I did when it was the Vince era. Cut a lot of that bullshit.
Because it's useless.
Yes. It was useless shit. Now that this Triple H era, everything makes sense.
Everything kind of matters.
It might be something
going on in the back.
Exactly.
Like stuff is happening all the time.
In the background, you might see two people randomly talking, and she'll be like, "They're not supposed to be on camera." Yes, they are.
Living Dom story in the background.
It
just plays in the back. No one paying attention to it.
No, people are, but they're thinking, "Oh, they're not supposed to be on camera." You know what I mean? They thinking that they're off.
I think it was like Liv walking out the locker room. And then 2 or 3 minutes later, Dawn walks out the locker room in the middle of the interview, and everybody's like, Liv posts a picture, like her, like, you know, they take their pictures or whatever. So, like, Liv's on the wall, taking pictures, whatever. Like, you see, what's that poking out your pocket? Purple bandana. Okay.
Yeah.
Dom, when they started off the show, Dom had a bandana on.
I don't like it.
When they ended the show, Dom ain't got no bandana.
I don't like it.
I'm like, yo, there's a lot going on in the show that you just have to be watching. You have to watch. You can't be sitting here just reading the Bleacher Report thinking that I mean, I'll be reading the Bleacher Report too, but I'm saying you can't be watching, just looking at it like, this is what's happening on the show. No, you have to watch.
I don't like it.
You have to watch. But
because that means that she's gonna be the new mommy.
Oh yeah. They're breaking them up.
I'm not ready. We didn't get to really get the Eddie China thing like we really wanted.
Dane is going babyface. Damon Priest is going babyface. Finn and JD going to be a tag team. Dom going with Liv.
Time should be Rhea.
So when Rhea comes back,
so what this gonna do? Allow Dom to be more dominant?
No, he's gonna live.
He cannot still be submissive with Lil as Liv Morgan. Fuck that.
Listen here, man.
Nah.
You see the Liv Morgan fans? Bunch of bottom feeders. There's a lot of people that be submissive to Liv Morgan.
Not Dom, man. Like,
I mean,
you was just submissive to Rhea because Rhea's a dominatrix.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Right.
This little petite, little cute thing is not that. You dominate.
And that's what I'm saying. That when we could possibly get Dom going back to mommy when she comes back, never know. She's gonna be a babyface when she comes back. Can Dom be a babyface? Yes, he's been a babyface before. But why go back to the babyface?
It's too quick.
Why go back to babyface when he's so good?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Way to talk me into it. Because I don't want to see them apart, but I already know that Rhea gonna go babyface. She's not getting booed.
Yeah. No.
And she's a fucking heel. Nobody's booing Rhea. They fucking absolutely revere Rhea.
They're just, and the fans are just now trying to figure out that they need to boo Liv. Because Liv has been...
Nah, the real fans knew they needed to boo Liv.
Yeah. The
Liv Morgan fans, of course, they're like Sasha Banks fans.
Yeah.
So
just around. They're like a bunch of
nasty. They're just around.
But King of the Ring.
I was trying to stall, but
for Raw. I know. But whenever it comes up, it comes up. Raw. You got Gunther versus Sheamus. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio happening on the live event. Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov. And then Jey Uso, who's replacing Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor on the Raw side. We had Gunther, Ilya, and Jey advance.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead.
How many brackets? Is that 8?
What do you mean? Like here?
Is that the first round? Like that?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16. I see what they did. So it is first round. So first round, 8 guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Raw 8 guys. So what they did is pretty much like
two different tournaments.
Like New Japan.
Yeah.
This side versus this side. Or the NBA playoffs.
Right.
Eastern Conference versus Western Conference. Right. So they did it like that. So it's still first round versus these 8 guys versus these 8 guys.
A lot
it's
of
not 16 like stacked on top. These 16, boom, boom, boom.
But a lot of people didn't like the fact that on the pay-per-view, you're only gonna have one match. That's what I didn't like, because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking the semifinals should be.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, man, the semifinals should be on the pay-per-view. So we have whoever coming out of Raw. So whatever, Gunther versus Jey Uso, or it should be Ilya Dragunov to me. Should be Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov in the first match of that pay-per-view. And then you should have Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga in the finals. That should be the second match of the King and Queen of the Ring. And then those 2 matches happen. And then at the end of the night, the winners of both of those matches face off. That's how I've always seen it. At least.
That's what I thought was going on. I didn't. That's why I kind of argued with you. Was like the first round was 16 guys. Like, no, this is the qualifier.
No, that's what I was saying.
It's like, this is stupid. Split. So they only doing one King of the Ring match at the pay-per-view. So one for the women's, one for the men's. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. What's the point?
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, you cannot tell me that that's how we won. That's how we wanted the pay-per-view. That's not how it was back in the day. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, they used to have more than one match on the pay-per-view.
Absolutely. It started off with all 8 matches on the pay-per-view. I was watching it last night, 93 and 94. All the matches were on the King of the Ring pay-per-view, except for the qualifier. So the first 16 was on like Raw, Superstars, and Challenge. Mm-hmm. Now, when it got to the 8th, that was on the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Now, when 2000, I think 98 or 99, that was the first year where they cut it off, and it was just the semifinal bracket. So it was just the final 4. In the final 4, then you had, like you was talking about, these 2. That's how it was from like 98 to 2002.
Which, that's what I like.
See, I know. I want the whole
tournament. I don't want the whole tournament on there, because so how I vision that pay-per-view, I see the semifinals, and I see the finals. That's 3 matches right there. And then my 2 matches are either both for the world title, or for both world titles to be defended at that point.
I only need 1.
Or, just 1, and then a women's side. But then we're starting.
Oh, because if you do the 8, well, no, you can't do that. It's 2 kings. So now I get it.
Yeah.
It's 2 tournaments instead of 1.
2 tournaments.
So they should do, what's that? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 matches. So 6 matches.
But you forget. Well, I say you're forgetting one part. The women's match.
No, that's why I said 6. That's 3 right there.
Gotcha.
In the men's tournament. Then another 3 for the girls.
Right.
So that's 6 matches right there.
Yeah. And then you got Cody.
Yeah.
Cody has.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
That's 7.
I get it. Thank you, Triple H, for thinking about us.
Yeah.
We had to break it down.
A lot of people want Well, a lot of people been complaining about, five matches, which I'm like, bro, why complain about it? I'm enjoying the 5 matches. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. This is what it is. But I'd rather have every match gets 10, 20 minutes?
At least.
And then we're sitting there, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I swear to you, Backlash felt like it was so fast. It literally, time flew by for me. I know
it felt a little long too.
I know you
but
said
it was only 2 hours and 2.5 hours, so it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
It felt long after a while. But I was sitting in this fucking room just
by yourself.
Looking at the TV screen.
For me, I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm like, man, this is like watching the episode of Raw. Like time is literally flying by. It's 3 hours. Well, really,
you said like watching the episode.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I was about to say, boy,
Raw be taking forever. But I'm trying to think of a good show. I mean, it's like watching SmackDown. I enjoy good SmackDown.
And SmackDown go like that.
SmackDown flies.
Like 4 matches,
like damn,
3 promos, and we're done. Yeah.
I'm like, oh. And I'm about to say, I think so. I pulled up the card for Backlash. The shortest match was a triple threat match. The second match was 13 minutes, a little bit over 13. Which I'm sitting there, I'm looking like, bro. And that was one.
And Jay match was longer.
Yeah. That you remember that time when them watches that felt like time extended.
Bro, I didn't think it was that bad. 17 minutes, goddamn.
So like for me, I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, time flew by. So I'm enjoying. I'm gonna see. I prefer a bit more matches, but I get why we're doing just one finals match, like
each.
Yeah, that's okay.
I ain't like that.
But the Raw side has been more top heavy. Looks like a main event kind of tournament to me. Gunther versus Sheamus by itself is a bang.
Dude, it's 21 minutes. Man, I gotta like this.
Ricochet, Ilya, great match. Great showing of Ilya. Like, if you didn't get nothing.
It was a great showing of Ilya. I'm used to him already. To me, it was a great showing for Ricochet.
Well,
because he needs it.
I look at it as like, Ilya has been down in NXT. If you don't watch NXT product, especially on the main roster, a lot of people don't, right? They're like, what's so important about it? Why is he so like?
All you got to do is watch it.
You have to watch it.
All you have to do is watch it.
And you could tell in that match, the crowd got into it. Like they're looking at it like this dude, intense. He's intense. Every move has a purpose. He's a smaller version of Gunther. That's all he is. Literally, that's all he is. Like, smaller version of Gunther.
I'll say this: he's a smaller, more intense version of Gunther.
I would say Gunther and Sheamus had a baby.
But heel Sheamus. Because babyface Sheamus ain't that aggressive.
Yeah.
But because Ilya be like, God, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. You're going to blow up blood.
But when you watch his promos, you're going to get that same intensity.
Yes.
Because I think it was like one promo, he was like, I'm going to take your soul. I'm like, Ilya, calm down.
Yeah, bro. You think it's too far.
Calm.
It's just a wrestling match.
Jeez. Ilya, please, calm down. Like, this is literally a match for you to become number 1 contender. And he's like, I'm going to drink your blood.
It doesn't even get you the title. So you don't need to drink the blood.
And then he starts beating his head and he starts bleeding. He's like, I'm going to take your life from you. And I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm like, Ilya, nut job. Why? Please, somebody lock him up.
All you have to do is watch it. Now, Ricochet, you gotta just have patience.
Yeah, gotta have patience.
You gotta have patience.
You gotta have patience with Ricochet because he's so phenomenal. But like you can see his like churning. It's like, okay, match starting off. You're like, okay, where we going with this match? And it just picks up, and when it picks up, it's like, okay, we're on a ride right now. Right. But like it's a slow start, but it's okay. I don't need him to instantly hit a 450 splash.
No, fuck
the start the match.
I need you to show me that you can wrestle. Yeah. I need you to show me that you can control the match if you're the one that's leading the match, which probably was at this point in time, being the veteran. He probably was the one leading the match. And he showed he can do that.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, that was like, it was more of a better showing for Ricochet. Because I know what Ilya can do. I've watched him.
Yeah.
And for the fans who've never seen him, all you got to do is watch him one time.
Yeah. Watch
one match against somebody that matters, and you're hooked.
Leaving the match against who was it, Shinsuke? His debut match, I was like, okay.
Who? Ilya?
Yeah, his debut match was against Shinsuke.
Last year? This year?
This year, like 2 weeks ago. A week or two ago. It's literally right before the draft.
I missed that.
And I'm like, okay, even my brother watches NXT with me. And he knows about it. He's like, when Ilya music came on, he was like, oh, not him. And I was like, the Mad Russian, here he come.
With the dragon
eyes. Mad Dragon, here he come. And I'm like, oh, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Shinsuke, this is going to be a match you need the mouth for. Because he's going to hit you. And like, it's pro wrestling. And like, you're like, okay, I know he's not going to knock him out or anything. But I'm like, damn.
Shinsuke wrestling Japan.
Them hits. Yeah. That's why I'm like, yeah. He's going to be like, hit me. He wants to be hit still.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ilya's going to give it to you. No this.
Suzuki me, please.
Real. So, like, with the Raw side, though, I'm like, man, that's a lot of good talent. But then you get to the SmackDown side. Got AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, and then Angelo Dawkins replacing Bobby Lashley versus Tama Tonga. And I'm sitting there looking at SmackDown, and I'm like, okay, AJ Randy, that's a good main event by itself. Cool. Carmelo and Baron Corbin, okay.
You know who's taking that one.
I know who's taking that one, but I'm like, you know what? Baron Corbin has gotten better, especially when he was down in this. He's gotten better. People have grown to like him more.
Well, he's a babyface now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not going to win that because Orton's going to win.
Right. But I'm saying that match is going to be okay. I'm not thinking it's going to blow the roof off the place. Baron Corbin. That's going to be a good match.
It's an NXT type of match on SmackDown.
LA Knight and Santos Escobar, that's happening on the live event. So LA Knight, Santos Escobar, and the Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio match is going to be live event. So we know LA Knight's going to probably win that.
The Dawkins and Tama Tonga match.
And the Dawkins Tama Tonga match, I'm like, I'm not worried about that.
The clear brutality.
Should have been Montez to me. But, you know, they want to see what Angelo could do singles run.
Yeah, don't kill off Montez on a singles run right now. Not against Tama Tonga, who's just probably going to smash right through you in a couple minutes.
Yeah. So, but I'm looking at it, I'm like, ain't that many main event matches that's going to get out. Like, I could get out of that, except for the AJ and Randy.
Out of that bracket or just the first round?
Out of the SmackDown bracket in the first round. Okay. Because I'm assuming moving on probably Randy Orton, Carmelo. So that's that.
LA Knight and Tama Tonga.
Or
LA Knight and Santos Escobar both get counted out or something, and nobody advances, and Tama Tonga gets a bye.
But that's where I come in at, because we're gonna talk about them later. This is where I think the story from Bloodline it has something on just a stall for now. LA Knight, Tama Tonga. I think that match is gonna happen, and we're gonna end up getting the 3v3 match of LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton versus the Bloodline, Solo, and G.O.D.
So LA Knight gonna be out of there.
They're gonna be out of there with
the RKO team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen, and they're gonna be at Saudi Arabia. King and Queen of the Ring.
Thought of that.
Heard it now. Well, I literally just saw this. I literally saw the bracket, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna add They're gonna add LA Knight to the rivalry.
Yeah, I forgot about the fucking the RKO, Tama Tonga, and Solo rivalry. And it's going on now.
Yeah. So I'm like, yep, that's gonna happen. They're gonna have a 3v3 match, trios match, whatever. So yeah, and on the Raw side, Kofi Kingston probably gonna beat Rey Mysterio. So Gunther versus Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I think it's Rey.
Think so?
Yeah, we're gonna get Rey versus Gunther
for the first time. And Gunther gonna chop the hell out of Rey, send him to retirement. Either one, they're gonna get fed to Gunther.
Because they did the angle, what was it, 2 weeks ago or was it last week, where they beat the shit out of Xavier?
2 weeks.
They made him break, broke his leg, whatever.
Yeah. So he's supposed to. Xavier's supposed to be in that spot because he's the reigning defending king. Yeah. And Kofi's chest is gonna get caved in again.
It's already caved in. So he can't do too much damage.
Oh yeah. make his chest touch his spine.
If it isn't already. If it fucking isn't already.
His chest sits like this right now.
It goes in.
It's gonna be like boom. That's how it's gonna look. So
it goes in and then the pecs
is open. They say it came from the Big Show.
That's what you say from the Big Show chop.
Crazy. But Ilya versus Jay. I'm hoping Ilya wins.
I gotta say this. I ain't never seen Kofi with a full chest, and I remember Kofi when he first came in.
He had a chest in ECW. When he debuted in ECW, he had a full chest.
Man, it should look like mine. You had no full chest.
Man,
You're like, what? I would say pull that shit up. Pull up Kofi Kingston in fucking, what was that, 2007?
When he had that fighting stance like that?
2007 when he came in.
He made me want to fight like that too. This was...
Now that's how...
Throw them hands.
That's how niggas used to fight.
Throw them hands.
Ooh. And especially like if you're a southpaw, then you're going to lead with that left. Or no, you're going to lead with the right, actually. And then you're going to swing that left. And your jab is your right because you already got it out. So boom, boom. Yeah.
So yeah. We got a possibility of an Ilya versus Gunther match. Or a Jay versus Gunther. Who do you have win? Ilya or Jay?
Man. They gonna ride this Jay.
Yeah.
They gonna ride.
He gonna be a Saudi.
Yeah. He gonna be a Saudi. There's gonna be Jay, Gunther. Well, no, Jay not beating Gunther.
Jay not beating.
So I don't know if he gonna be a Saudi.
Oh. I think Gunther's gonna win this tournament.
Yo, of course.
Now,
if they would have put Drew in it, then I wouldn't know who's gonna. But there's no other name. Thomas Hunger not getting it.
I'm pretty sure if Drew was in it, Drew was gonna lose to Ilya based off of distraction from CM Punk.
Yeah. Or we could have went in with the two well, they're both not.
Right now,
the two foreign guys.
I think Ilya beats Jay. You get Gunther versus Ilya. No, not yet. No, not yet. We don't get that match on the main roster.
Not after France, bro.
Not yet.
Not after France.
No, I just say we don't get that match not yet because we know that's a money making match. And you don't give me that match on Raw.
The Gunther and Ilya?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need 40 minutes straight from me.
But that's for the title though. We could have got that. But right now, they gonna ride that Jay shit.
Okay. Okay.
They gonna ride that Jay. Do you see the views on YouTube alone just from the France show?
Yeah. And I don't know why, but the USA can't understand how to do the bounce thing with the lights. Everybody else,
it's very easy.
It's very easy. Did you see the video in Cleveland?
So the French people they're more on beat than Americans?
It wasn't even on beat. It was just more, they were more in unison. It was in unison. So like you didn't have like, you would have like one person, everybody was doing this all together.
Right.
Come to the US.
You didn't see nobody's phone out of place.
Then you come to the US, your arm up, my arm down. And we all both just waving through the sky. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
It's looking like this and shit.
The whole time. I'm like, bro, like, y'all got no rhythm? But I'll be sitting there like, Jay, you kind of going too fast. Jay, you going to
Hey, because Jay be on the beat and he be feeling it too.
I'm like, yo, Jay, you're going. Slow it down a little bit, brother. And he be... I'm like, I'll be sitting there doing it. I'm like, Jay, goddamn, hold on. I got a rhythm. Fuck. You putting a little turbo on that thing. Yo, you got to calm down, man. Like,
put a little turbo on that thing.
But I mean, we mentioned him before a little bit when we spoke about Tama Tonga. So, well, just the bloodline alone. Okay. So his brother's there. So we got GODs in the building. We know we're getting a GOD Uso match sooner or later. Down the road. Oh yeah. We probably have something. No, not that early. Jimmy's hurt right now.
It depends.
Jimmy's hurt.
So it's August we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Okay. So we possibly have SummerSlam. But there's one Fatu just sitting there in the wings. Sitting in the wings, Jacob. A lot of people don't know if he's gonna be babyface. A lot of people don't know if he's gonna be heel. WWE is afraid that he's gonna be a bigger monster than Solo Sikoa, which we all know he probably is.
We fucking know
we know he is. Where does he land? Where do you see him land? Like,
where do I see him land, or where do I want him to land? Those are two different things.
Where do you want him to land? Let's start there.
I would want him to land with the Gorillas of Destiny.
Okay.
That's where I would want him to land. And I would want Solo to become a babyface and go with his brothers. But that's what I would want in a perfect world, because that would make the most sense.
Right.
Because we know if you look at Jacob compared to Solo, we know who the killer is.
Right.
And honestly, still to this day, I've never even seen a video where Jacob cracks. where he smiles. I've seen a few of them where Solo cracks because we've seen Solo could really be like a silly guy, or he could have personality.
I seen the interview of Jacob talking about the bloodline.
Did you see him smile? Was it the Chris Van Fleet one?
No, it was just like, hey, what do you think about the bloodline? Like somebody ran up on him talking about it, and he was smiling, but like you could tell like the way he was talking, I was like, I'm scared to get in a fight in the street. I'm scared to see you in the streets to see what happens. Like that's like my stomach was like, I don't know. I feel like you would just maul me. Like, dog, he's been in jail.
Yeah. I don't know which one. I was gonna say prison, but I was like, I don't know which one.
Well, he was
saying he has a record.
He has a record.
And he can't go to certain places.
Okay. Jay and Jimmy got one too.
No. All I'm saying is that we know we can whoop ass.
Yeah.
Not a question.
Right.
Now we might. I don't question Solo, but just the Street Fighter gimmick thing, like it's not working.
Brother, I saw that wedding photo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a cool guy.
You're a cool guy. You're pretty chill.
You're very fucking chill.
You're not the Street Fighter no more. You're not the street champion when Jacob shows up.
Correct. Now, if you want to go back to the little baby picture of the Usos with their do-rags on, you see little Solo right there. Now, that is a killer. That little 8-year-old, he was a killer.
Right.
This Solo, he has a personality. So
yeah,
I would rather see Solo go with his brothers than I would rather see the Rock's version of the Bloodline.
Right.
Be Guerrillas of Destiny, Jacob Fatu, and possibly a Hippolyta.
I was just about to say. I was sitting there the whole time while you're talking. I'm sitting there like, the Usos, Solo, and Roman versus the Guerrillas of Destiny, Jacob Fatu, Hippolyta.
Nah, you gotta be Rock.
And no, and Hippolyta. Because Rock ain't doing war. And Hippolyta in the war. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, and a lot of people, if you don't know, Hippolyta is Tama Tonga and
I'm not sold on him yet. I wasn't sold on him in New Japan.
I'm sold on him now because he's gotten better. Because I've seen him recently. So now
I'm like, I wasn't sold on him 2 years ago.
Now I'm sold on him. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that. He's what? I think he's like 7 foot guy. He can work in the ring. He's young. So I'm like, okay, WWE's looking at him anyway. His contract expires, I think, June? I think I sent to you. June or August, one of those.
Who?
His contract is coming up this summer. So, I mean, why not? You got both his brothers there. Why not bring in the younger brother? And just to confirm, Tonga is Haku's actual son.
No.
Not Tonga.
Yeah. Tongaloa is his actual son.
Tongaloa is
Haku's
actual son. Tama and Hikuleo are actual brothers.
But they're adopted.
They're adopted, but they're the actual blood brothers. And then, yeah, okay. I just wanted to confirm.
Or Hikuleo might actually be Haku's real son as well. I know Tama's not. Tama is adopted.
No.
But I know Tama.
They're blood. Tama and Hikuleo are blood. Okay. They're actual blood. So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah. They're both adopted, but technically, they're brothers. All three of them.
Well, yeah, you got the same father. So.
Yeah. So, with that being said, that lineup of a War Games, I'm down with. Brock not getting the War Games. He's not. I'm being honest with you. He's not going to be in the War Games.
We know he's not, but he could do it.
But he'll show up.
He could do it.
He can.
You be the fifth guy to get inside the match. You could do it.
But who's going to be?
You got 5 minutes left.
Who's the OG Bloodline's fifth member? Sammy?
Zilla.
Sammy Zilla.
We signed all these Samoans and Tongans anyway. Fuck it. Now, what do we do with them after the Bloodline?
If it ain't Zilla, it's the other one.
Ain't no other one.
Yeah, it is.
There's one more?
Lance.
LA?
Is that Lance Anoa'i? What to say?
LA, Alpha Son?
Yeah.
The one who's there, who's Manu?
No. Not that one there. Because there's another one.
Oh, the one with the longer hair.
Yeah, he's
skinny.
He was in the tag team with he was in the tag team in MLW. I'm saying
he's the skinnier one. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's the skinnier one. But that's Alpha Son.
So yeah. I mean, hey.
Is there somebody else you could bring back in?
There's so many that you could bring in. There's so many of them that you can bring in.
No, we don't even have to do 5. Just 4 and 4.
That's why I
You gonna bring
said
in
Rock's going to come in at the end of War Games. That's where he'll come in, at the very end of the War.
Or just be a manager at ringside.
Yeah, that too.
Because it's about you. This whole thing now about to be about you and Roman. Like, we got to somehow get you and Cody thing over with. So we might need to do that shit at SummerSlam. Do not wait to WrestleMania.
Boom. Told you.
Do not wait to WrestleMania.
Go ahead and knock it out.
Just knock that shit out at SummerSlam. Take that L.
and then move on to Roman and Cody.
Yeah,
Roman and Rock at WrestleMania.
And you already could build to with the Survivor Series shit going on because The Rock could end up being the reason why Solo has the mind frame he has or whatever.
Roman, so we basically get
or they keep
Rock. Rock basically is like, I'm the head guy. This is why Solo has been doing all this, and that's when at the end of it, they end up kicking Solo out.
He tells the other 3 to get on him,
and that's what ends up with his brother. That's how he ends up with his brother. Hikuleo shows up, so we could possibly see in Jacob debuting soon. Then we see Hikuleo. I feel like Hikuleo will debut at some.
Here we go. If you do not do the idea that I would like to see, then you switch it and you have Jacob Fatu be the babyface with the bloodline, with the OG bloodline. Yeah. Switch it that way. If you want Solo to be the more of the monster, then you have Jacob come in as the babyface. It might piss some people off who knows Jacob, but you bring him as a babyface. That's how you get him over. Put him with Jey Uso because he's already the fucking hottest thing in the company right now. Right. So I don't know why.
But moving on from the hottest story, really the hottest storyline in WWE for years now. Queen of the Ring.
Oh fuck. That's what we go to?
Yeah. That's how we end the show with Queen of the Ring talk. So Raw, the same setup. Raw got a Raw branch, got a SmackDown. But now they switch. The SmackDown bracket is stronger than Raw. Than Raw's bracket. Raw side, you got Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega, which is happening on the live show. Io Sky versus Natalya. Dakota Kai versus Valkyria. Ivy Now versus Zoe Stark. And also on SmackDown side, you got Naomi versus Nia Jax. Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven. Michin versus Tiffany Stratton, which is happening on the live show. And then Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae.
That's strong.
Which one? Just
the bottom half.
Or the SmackDown.
I say starting off with the Naomi, after the Naomi Nia Jax match. Jade Cargill, Piper Niven, I like that. Especially for Jade Cargill. She's somebody she can work with. And Piper know how to work. She's a big girl that knows how to work. Now, Michin, fuck her. Shit.
Oh, she's been hanging around NXT.
Jade already won.
Yeah.
And Bianca already won.
Yeah.
All right, just hit the refresh button. All right, so now it's getting stronger. So, Valkyria, I can never say it right.
Valkyria,
there you go. And Zoe Stark, I'm cool. I like that kind.
That's a good match.
I kind of like that.
I felt bad for Zoe Stark and Ivy Now was this past Monday. That you
could hear a bit better.
You can hear a pin drop,
but it should.
No one cared about that match. No one was going to care about it. Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria had a good match. Pretty good match. It was one moment. Dakota Kai does this springboard. She basically does the curb stomp, but she does it jumping off the rope. So Lyra's hanging in the rope, and she just stomps on Lyra's face. Face went straight into the ground. I was like, God damn, that should have been a finish right there. That should have been a finish.
I heard that girl.
I was like, yo, well, she's wrong. So she's okay.
Which one?
Lyra Valkyria, aka Mini Becky Lynch. That's all they call her. Mini Becky. She just don't got red hair. Shayna Baszler should beat Zelina Vega. So we get Shayna Baszler versus Io Sky.
Think so?
Should.
Have they been pushing her?
Who, Shayna?
Yeah. I mean, Zelina is Zelina. She might win. She's the former champion.
Sure. I guess so.
And lose to Io.
I don't know why. We don't need to have Zelina versus Io Sky on TV. I'm okay with Shayna Baszler versus Io Sky.
And then we get Tiffany Stratton and Bianca.
Yeah. I'm saying SmackDown bracket is way better. You got Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. Then you got possibility of Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair.
Say this.
What?
I don't give a fuck if Jay Cargill get mad in that match.
Oh man,
I don't give a fuck. Hey Jay, do your thing, baby.
Oh, we know we're gonna get a spot of Jay picking Nia Jax up.
But I'm saying if she get mad, like you went the wrong way, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Do that shit. I don't think Nia is gonna try Jay.
Here's a question: Is this where we get Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair? Yes or no? No. We saved that match.
We do not do that at all. Do not tease that for a while.
We saved that match because one, they're the tag team champions.
Yes, we do not see that match for a while.
So I get
2 years.
I'm okay with Jade Cargill beating Nia, and then we get Jade versus Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton
can take the win over Bianca.
But Tiffany Stratton needs to beat Jade.
Yeah, Jay got to get the two. But how? Count out.
Nia Jax.
Oh no,
Nia Jax comes back in.
no.
Nia Jax. Nia Jax squashes Jade, and then not squashes. But
I was like, wait,
like
what?
In the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton match, she pulls her out, drops a swan drop, boom, and then rolls it back in. Tiffany Stratton hits a pretty.
I don't see Jay taking no L's. Not right now. What happens is
they're really high on Tiffany Stratton, so.
They're higher on Jade Cargill. They're paying money to Jade Cargill. Tiffany Stratton is on a rookie contract if she was in the NBA. Jade Cargill is on a fucking Steph Curry contract. Let's not say Steph Curry. Jamal Murray contract.
Okay. All right. I mean,
there's
Jade
Jade
Cargill is on a Jamal Murray contract, and Tiffany Stratton is on the Ant Edwards.
And I was gonna say that she's on the Ant Edwards rookie contract.
So I mean, I'm not mad at either one of them because
now you got me comparing players because Ant Edwards is above Jamal Murray. Like this, that's not.
Tiffany Stratton's above Jade Cargill in the ring. Okay. In the ring, she's 1%.
Yeah. I'm not arguing.
Based on like star power and how it look, who looks better, Jade.
Yeah. But who can work? Absolutely.
So I'm pretty sure the Queen of the Ring is definitely going on SmackDown. Whoever comes out of SmackDown.
Oh, Tiffany will win the Queen.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I'm okay with it being Tiffany Stratton versus Io Sky. Is it going to be that, or is it going to be Io Sky versus Jade Cargill? Or we see a Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyria?
I don't know. I just don't think that neither one of those girls is going to make it past that round.
Who?
Nia Jax and Jade Cargill.
Make it past
the round where they face each other. I think something gonna happen. Double DQ, double count out, some no contest. Something gonna happen where whoever wins that Jade Cargill, that Tiffany Stratton and Bianca match gonna get a bye.
What's up with you in these buys? This is the second time you've mentioned a bye.
WWE thinking that it's always a bye. There's never just straight go through in tournaments. There's always a bye.
Okay.
You gotta just figure out where they're gonna throw it at. Like. Now, no, Vince is not there, so it's not going to be like 3 buys.
That's why I'm thinking there's going to be no buys because Vince is not there. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, well,
but you don't want to beat Jade Cargill.
You don't. But Nia Jax is right there. So it's like,
how do you do it unless it's a count out? You're not going to pin her shoulders to the mat. And she's damn sure ain't going to tap out and give up.
Jade?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm thinking Jade's going to beat Nia.
Okay.
Well, Jade's going to beat Nia, and I'm okay. Now my scenario can still be there. Nia Jax literally interrupts, and she basically takes Jade out, and it's a count out.
Unless something happens where these Kabuki Warriors come back. What would Nia Jax have to do? Does she beat her in that round?
Yes. Okay. That's all it is. She beat me. So now I'm gonna make sure she doesn't win.
But then now you kind of separate Bianca and Jade, and now you're making Jade have this feud.
Because Nia Jax is gonna have a tag team.
Who, Shayna?
No, her and Tiffany Stratton they're gonna be with Bianca and Jade. I don't know. I'm just looking at different possibilities.
And you throw it out so fast, bro. When I think about it, okay, I can't argue that.
Because how I'm looking at it is either Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton be a tag team, and they're gonna challenge Bianca and Jade. Or it's going to be Nia Jax and Piper Niven.
The new Twin Towers, the new natural disasters.
I'm just throwing.
Well, you would need that type of team to go against the superpowers of Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Fucking,
And who's gonna take that pin?
Yeah. We gotta stop doing Piper like this. Like, we act like Nia Jax cannot get beat. I mean, this bitch has been here for 10 years.
She's been hyped up so much.
Okay, so for anybody to beat her will be a big thing.
Yeah.
She ain't winning a women's title, so this is pointless to just keep her strong like this for no reason.
Oh yeah. Also, I want to put out there. And I know we talking about SmackDown. Dakota Kai did replace Asuka. Asuka was supposed to take on our Valkyria, but Asuka's injured. Asuka's injured with a knee. Man, the injury bug in WWE.
It's going crazy.
Going nuts.
The injury bug is biting everybody.
Absolutely nuts. And I mean, the who's.
Cody Rhodes. I said Cody Rhodes.
Whoa. God dang, don't. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Punk,
God.
Drew McIntyre.
What? Fuck.
I was thinking of Punk. I don't know why that name came out, but CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Asuka. Who else?
Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Asuka, Tank, Bobby Lashley, I guess, out of nowhere. Jimmy Uso's hurt.
Those are
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I won't be against it.
What the fuck he do? He got hurt when he got speared off the stage?
No.
That's the only way he could have got hurt. What the fuck was he hurt from?
They said it's his leg. His knee. Literally the same knee that he was out for during the pandemic. That started the Jay Uso? The main event Jay thing?
It could be, but I'm like, what the fuck he get hurt from? Like, he didn't. That match with him and Jay was so safe.
Dom hurt. Rhea's hurt.
Rhea, yeah, shit. There's more.
Oh yeah. Charlotte hurt.
Charlotte's always hurt until WrestleMania.
But she had
or SummerSlam.
She had the ACL MCL. This was
it always happens until SummerSlam.
Jeez.
This time she has a legitimate reason to be out until SummerSlam.
No, she's gonna come back and cash in that Charlotte in the bank.
Yep.
It's gonna happen.
Who's champion right now? Oh, she's gonna be Bayley. Damn it.
Whoever.
She's gonna be.
And Bayley. She's gonna be on SmackDown. Yep.
Fuck. God damn it! Why we gotta do Bayley like this?
And she's never on any of the posters anyway. So
she already beat Becky for it, so she ain't gonna beat Becky again. I think she didn't beat Becky hella times.
But she's gonna be on SmackDown. So because Andrade is on. Why isn't Andrade in the King of the Ring? Why isn't Braun Breaker in the King of the Ring?
Saving. You don't want them to take no else.
I guess, man, y'all missing out on it.
Nah, because you don't want them to take no else.
Or hear me out. I think now we need to start thinking about doing a possible round robin.
They should have been doing that.
Like a G1. They should have been doing that. That's how we crown King of the Ring.
During the summer. During the summer, that's when you got your downtime. Now, after Mania is your downtime.
That's when we start.
The King of the Ring tournament should be a round robin. It should be a G1 tournament.
But Gunther, Sheamus.
Because they can face each other twice.
Gunther, Sheamus, Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, Ricochet.
Would you want to do it the point system way, like New Japan, or just you got to just win all your matches?
No, you do it the same AEW way, AEW or New Japan way. Just the point system.
Because a lot of times a round robin tournament can also be like, say, we got this right, and the round robin can also be the losers bracket. So once you lose, you go into the losers bracket to get back into the winners bracket. And at the second to the end, you end up getting back in and you have another chance because you went through the losers bracket.
And the person who was undefeated the whole entire time.
Yeah, they're this guy. And then the person who had to go through the losers bracket and went through the losers bracket now becomes that guy.
But the only reason they do it this way, which I understand.
Now they started it. They started it, just they changed it.
Well, I just thought the only way they do it this way is because one, we just did a draft. And the statement was the rosters are locked. So what that means is I'm not going to see Randy Orton on Raw. I'm not going to see this person on Raw. I'm not going to see this person on SmackDown. I'm not going to see Blue on SmackDown. So it's like Like, that's what everybody's problem is.
That match is going on the house show.
Right.
Just throw the ones that they can't be on the same brand on the fucking house show.
Yes, and I see.
Might as well.
I
Fuck
get
it.
what you're saying.
If you're that serious about guys not crossing brands, then do the matches on the house show. But still do the round robin. I get what you're saying.
I get you. It's just
that way the live crowd has something to be interested in, even though they're not on TV.
Why not just have the round robin, a Raw round robin, the SmackDown round? I think that'd be kind of cool. That's how you make good TV. But that day is literally like the winner of the Raw one.
You think it'd be easier, but it's harder.
If Gunther goes undefeated and he beats everybody, so he's the decisive winner of the Raw one.
Yeah, but this is the picking what matches on TV this week, especially like if you have a round robin.
What's that?
How many matches? Do you still have a tag team division? You still have a women's division?
That's 4 matches, right there. Which we discovered that that's too many for Raw. Because they originally
it's not enough for Raw.
No, originally
3 hours.
Originally they had 8 matches scheduled for Raw this past week, and everybody was like 8 matches on Raw. What? And it turns out they won 6. Shit. And everybody was like, "Oh, 6 is kind of
Especially when they all going hella long.
Except for the women's matches. I mean,
it's like we don't do squash matches anymore, man.
Yeah. I mean, the shortest match was the Ivy Nile and Zoe Starks match. It was 5 minutes. Then they added a Maxine Dupree versus somebody match, which made no sense.
Keep her on the house shows and do not. Yeah. Stop embarrassing that girl like that. I was starting to feel bad for her. Like, stop embarrassing her like
she's nowhere near ready.
Yeah.
And then they did a quick match of the Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable. That was less than 3 minutes.
If even that.
So
to get Sammy involved instead of a 3-way.
Round robin, but you sit there, you have 3 matches on the show every time, which I'm okay with. I feel like you do it like the NBA, where we don't see that many Detroit Pistons games. So you just get that one Detroit Piston person. So Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, one of them, all their matches don't gotta be on TV. Some of their matches can be on live. So the Kofi versus
put the veterans on the house show.
Yeah. Kofi versus Sheamus. Or Kofi versus Jey Uso. Like, yeah, that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot.
That tells you how fucking far somebody has dropped from grace. If they ever had the grace. Former world heavyweight champion. No, former WWE champion. Can't even get people to want to see his matches on fucking TV.
I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying that and that. Really, if we could keep Jey Uso matches on live events, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, just give him interviews.
Yeah.
Interviews.
Hype up his live event show that's coming up.
Yeah.
Get the tickets rolling and out. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, until this nigga boosts up his moveset.
That's when he works on his moveset on the live events.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Pop-up power bomb, add a pop-up power bomb in there.
Give me a spinning neck breaker. Something, give me some shit.
Yeah. But with that being said, that is another episode of with Wrestlemaniacs.
He just prematurely ended that. You have nothing else I gotta say.
No, I was just gonna say, but I was gonna be like, that's another episode of With Wrestlemaniacs. But before we get up out of here,
I got nothing else. That was just the best premature ending to the show ever. But go ahead and plug Heavily Opinionated Podcast. I'm so mad I wasn't on it this week.
Yeah. You gonna be on there next week?
Monday?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So check out the Heavily Opinionated Podcast with your boy Playboy Troy. Soon be featuring our boy Izze2Real. With this past episode where me, Melly Mel, and Platinum P, we broke down this round 2, like the starting of round 2 of what we thought. Predictions is already broken. We told, Platinum P was adamant about it. We said Celtics gonna give up 1 game. We knew they were gonna give up 1 game. But he was like, they should sweep them. And I was like,
they should.
But you don't know Celtics. They always play with their food. So they're never gonna just put a team away. They're gonna give life to a team. Like, you might go.
They did that shit against the Warriors and it backfired.
Knowing that, it's a possibility that they can lose that series. But they shouldn't.
They better not.
They shouldn't lose the series.
The Cavs do not got enough.
So, with that being said, check out Heavy Opinionated Podcast with your boy Playboy Troy. Hopefully next week episode featuring Izze2Real.
Yeah, I'll be on
there. With that being said, this is We're Wrestlemaniacs 2 with
Izze2Real. And my boy
Playboy Troy.
Boy, Troy.
And
And you know who we are. We'll see you guys again next week. I'll be back in charge because we'll have some more content. You goddamn right. Deuces. Stop that on. All right, this motherfucker. I got it. You gonna try to beat me to it? It's because you got up faster than me. Sweating in this goddamn chair. Yeah.